Can you imagine a question so strange that even after thousands of years, nobody seems to agree on the answer? A question hidden inside ancient temples, preserved in sacred texts, and whispered by devotees for generations. It's a simple question. Who gave birth to Lord Shiva? Think about it for a moment. In Hindu mythology, almost every deity has a beginning. We hear stories of their appearance, their lineage, their arrival into the cosmic order. But Shiva is different. Ask this question to 10 people and you may hear 10 different answers. Some say he existed before creation itself. Some believe he emerged from a mysterious cosmic force. Others point toward ancient scriptures and say the answer is hidden there. And then there are those who simply smile and say, Shiva was never born. But if that's true, why do so many stories describe his appearance? And if he was never born, how did he become one of the most worshipped deities in human history? The deeper we search for answers, the stranger the mystery becomes. Ancient scriptures often describe Shiva using a remarkable word, Swayambhu. A word that means self-manifested, existing by his own nature, not created by another being, not brought into existence by a higher power. At first, that sounds like an answer, but look a little closer and it actually creates a bigger question. If Shiva is truly Swayambhu, why do scriptures describe moments when gods witnessed him appearing before them? How can someone who has no beginning suddenly appear? For centuries, devotees, sages and scholars have wondered the same thing. And perhaps the most fascinating answer comes from a story preserved in the Shiva Purana. A story that begins not with Shiva himself, but with an argument. An argument so great that it would shake the entire cosmos. Long ago, Brahma, the creator of the universe, and Vishnu, its preserver, found themselves caught in a dispute. Each believed he was supreme. Brahma claimed that everything originated from him. Vishnu insisted that without him, creation itself could not survive. Neither was willing to accept the other's claim. Their debate grew louder. Their pride grew stronger. And as the argument intensified, something extraordinary happened. Without warning, a colossal pillar of blazing light appeared between them. Neither Brahma nor Vishnu had created it. Neither knew where it had come from. The pillar stretched endlessly upward. It plunged endlessly downward. Its brilliance was beyond anything they had ever witnessed. There was no visible beginning. There was no visible end. Imagine standing before something so vast that your mind cannot measure it. A force so immense that even the gods stood speechless. Brahma and Vishnu stared at the pillar in disbelief. What was it? Who had created it? Where did it begin? And where did it end? Determined to uncover the truth, they made a decision. Brahma would search for the top. Vishnu would search for the bottom. Whoever succeeded would prove his supremacy. Brahma transformed himself into a swan and soared into the heavens. Higher and higher he flew, beyond clouds, beyond stars, beyond realms few beings had ever witnessed. Yet the pillar continued. No matter how far he traveled, its summit remained beyond reach. Meanwhile, Vishnu assumed the form of a mighty boar and plunged downward. He descended into the deepest regions of existence. Further and further he traveled, yet the base of the pillar remained hidden. The deeper he went, the more endless it seemed. Time passed. Ages passed. Neither could find what they were searching for. Eventually, exhausted and humbled, both returned to where their journey had begun. Vishnu bowed his head. He admitted the truth. He had failed. The pillar had no end he could find. But Brahma made a different choice. Unable to accept defeat, he claimed he had reached the top. According to the story, he even presented a flower as proof of his journey. For a brief moment, it appeared as though Brahma had succeeded. But then something remarkable happened. The endless pillar of light suddenly began to tremble. Its radiance intensified. The universe itself seemed to stand still. And from within that infinite column of fire, a form emerged. Shiva appeared before Brahma and Vishnu. If you're enjoying this journey into ancient mysteries, take a moment to like this video and tell us in the comments which Hindu mythology story fascinates you the most. Now let's uncover what Shiva revealed. According to the Shiva Purana, Shiva revealed the truth. The pillar was not separate from him. The endless light was his very nature. The reason Brahma could not find the top was because there was no top. The reason Vishnu could not find the bottom was because there was no bottom. The pillar represented something infinite, something beyond measurement, something beyond beginning and end. And suddenly the mystery of Shiva's birth looked very different. The story was never trying to explain where Shiva came from. It was showing why that question may not apply to him at all. The pillar of light later came to be associated with the Jyotirlinga, the radiant form of Shiva found throughout sacred traditions. Many devotees also see a connection between this story and the Shiva Lingam found in temples across India. Not merely as an object of worship, but as a reminder of that infinite pillar witnessed by Brahma and Vishnu. A reality with no visible beginning, no visible end. The very quality that led ancient sages to call Shiva Swayambhu, self-manifested, self-existing, beyond ordinary notions of creation. And perhaps that is why the mystery continues to fascinate people even today. The Shiva Purana offers one answer. Devotees offer another. Philosophers offer yet another. Yet none of them seem eager to focus on who gave birth to Shiva. Instead, they point towards something far greater. The possibility that certain realities exist beyond the limits of beginnings and endings. Perhaps the question was never about Shiva's birth. Perhaps the question was whether a being symbolizing the infinite ever needed to be born at all. But what do you think? Was the endless pillar of light a real cosmic event witnessed by the gods? Or was it a symbolic message preserved through mythology for future generations? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Vedic Wars. Until next time, Har Har Mahadev.